I feel the pure heart is beyond this mountain, but it's still far, far away. Something tells me you'll need to put that new skill of yours to use. Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Super Paper Mario. Last time, we started gameplay properly. And we have entered Chapter 1-1. This is now Chapter 1-2. And we shall be stomping enemies and getting stomped by enemies. And if I can kick these Koopa shells and stunt off the Koopas, which is something that I really am going to have to do a little work to get back in the habit of doing, because it's not a game mechanic that I believe is in any other of the Mario games. I'm going to have to remember that it's a thing I can do. Alright, so this entertained me way more than it should have when I was a teenager playing this game. I love how they play up the paper aesthetic, and every Paper Mario game really does play up the paper aesthetic, but can I just jump on this without actually, there we go. It's still funny. I know it's not unique to this game, but doesn't make it not enjoyable. So that's gonna cause some hills to grow out of the background. Was there anything else in 3D here? It doesn't look like it. Okay. That's great. Let's see. I also am pointing out names of characters. Tippy. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Bestovius. Think about that for, I don't know, maybe a little longer than that, maybe 3 or 4 seconds. Good job, game writers. Whoever does the writing for the Paper Mario games, and both the original writing and the North American translation writing, they really know what they're doing. That Koopa just walked off the edge of that cliff, didn't it? Alright, let's see. There are some blocks which exist only in 3D here, which I will need to get up this hill. Okay. I believe there is the same to be said up here. There are actually 2 blocks here. 2 rows of blocks, and if you were to hit these in 3D, you would be able to get twice as many coins. Let's see, I'm not, like, hugely concerned by missing a few individual coins, but it is worth remembering. Ooh, that was late. I'm surprised I got that. It is worth remembering that that you can do that sometimes if you really want coins. And these are, I believe these are called rolling tromps, or spiny tromps or something. I'm actually curious. What are these called? Spiny tromps. All right, and they're basically just rocks with faces with spikes, which will crush you if you touch them. Which is not super fun. But you can either jump over them or you can just flip into 3D because they are not very thick in the 3rd dimension. Okay. Making you guys look silly. All right, moving on. Let's see. What next? Gonna want to let that flip meter refill a little bit. There is a house in the background. I'm sure that's not going to be important at all. This is a cavern, which is too wide to jump over, and doesn't have anything in 3D. The sign says the bridge is closed, courtesy of Red the Bridge Master. But if we go into the background, through this pipe, which is a thing that you do in Super Paper Mario once in a while. I can't flip into 3D here, can I? I cannot. We can go into this house. All right, and let's see. Once again, we can see there's a bit of theming in here, the color red and the pictures of apples and such. And if we flip into 3D, sir. Hey! You can see me. This is unbelievable. I've been freaking out here for days, and finally someone sees me. A couple mornings ago, I roll out on the wrong side of bed, and once I get my coffee, I realize I'm stuck in some freaky parallel dimension. I've been hollering and flailing for days, but nobody could hear me or even see me. Just when I was starting to think I'd be here forever, I see you. You just blipped in here out of thin air. I was thinking, if you could do that, maybe I could hitch a ride back with you? Stand next to me and flip back to 2D. Hold on. So we can do that. What? We did it! I'm back to normal! Listen, you really bailed me out there. That 3D business was freaking me out. Name's Red. Nice to meet you. Say, any way I can repay you? Actually, there is one thing. There's a huge chasm outside that we need to cross. So you want to cross the chasm, huh? Well, you found yourself the right guy. But hey, I've got to warn you. You know this place is called Impasse Pass, right? Right. I'm only allowed to let a choice few across the bridge. It's my job description. I mean, that's why they paid me to stand here. You sure you want to pass? Yeah, well, you did save me from being trapped in a parallel dimension and all. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Get the right answer and I'll let you pass. Sound good? Here we go. What's the most manly color in the entire universe, red or green? In keeping with tradition... Green? You're out of your mind. There's no way I can let a crazy like you pass. It's tradition. Okay, fine. You're back again. Fine, fine, I'll ask you again. What's the most manly color in the universe? And if we answer the color that is Super Mario, and the color of everything in this house. Yes, you are so right. I knew it. You and me, we see eye to eye in fashion. I'll throw the bridge down. Hang on a sec. And that is going to give us a bridge. Alright, fabulous. Alright, you should be good to go. You take her easy. And we can, advance the story as the game intends us to. And we can, pop out of his house, back into the main part of the overworld, and we can be on our merry way. Alright, this will bring us to a town. And this is a town which I believe is known as the Old Town. Hey, stranger, where'd you blow in from? It's gonna sound weird if I'm wrong here, but... Are you the legendary hero? You are a few. Okay, I've got 3 pointers I'm supposed to pass on to you. Ready? 1. In trouble? Flip. 2. Something suspicious? Flip. 3. Feeling saucy? Yeah, you flip. And there you go, now you know. And that is more or less the entire mode of operation of this entire game. So there's a couple things in this house. I just heard this juicy rumor. Apparently a hero knows a secret dimensional technique. Yeah, he uses it to flip to another dimension, and we already know this. I don't know why you're telling me this. The blocks on my right might not look like much right now, but if I were the hero, I might find some secret stuff behind them. When you see coins, you can use the technique to, like, make more of them. If you see the hero, be sure to tell him to give it a try. Okay. So, we've been through this already. There is a warp pipe down there. There's a save block over here at the entrance to town. Once again, I will not be hitting that, because I do not like to do that in the middle of recording. And this is a shop. There's one of these back in Flipside, which I did not explore because I did not want to waste any more time. But I could, if I wanted to, talk to the shop vendors and buy items and that sort of thing. So, I ought to tell you, we offer shop points here for regular customers. Everyone's got a rewards program. You earn shop points with every purchase. Limit is 1 point for every purchase. Earn enough and you win a free gift, free stuff for free. That's good. Want to know just how many points you saved up? Just ask me. Okay, got that. I really do not want to hear that again, sir. So we can buy some stuff. We can buy a Fire Burst, a Power Block, Shroom Shake, Long Last Shake, which is healing over time. Which if you think you're going to be taking damage in the next couple seconds, it might not necessarily be a bad thing to have. A Life Shroom, which will give you a free revive if you hit 0 HP. Again, not a bad thing to have. Sleepy Sheep, Shell Shock, which is just a bigger version of a Koopa Shell. Mighty Tonic, which is an X attack, essentially. Card Shell. Alright, that is the same as a Turtley Leaf, is it not? I think it is. And a Volt Shroom, which makes you electric and allows you to shock things. I'm going to... I think I'll buy a Fire Burst. It can be good once in a while to just have a Fire Burst to deal free damage stuff. That is going to be giving us 1 shop point. And... let's see. If I could... let's see, do I really want... No. No. It's rather easy to do that by accident. You can sell items. So anything I really want to get rid of? Not really. Shell Shocks I don't think are that useful. Your inventory is rather small. It's limited to 12 items. But I think, for the time being, I won't sell anything. Yeah, the Turtley Leaf also reduces all damage by half. Which, I wasn't a fan of the first time I played this game when I was a teenager. But now I can think of some places where that would be, maybe not necessarily a bad thing to have on hand. There's also, you can store, for God's sake. You can store items in an inventory, and you can somewhat expand your inventory this way. If you have an item that you don't want to sell, but you also don't want to take up space in your inventory, you can ask him to store it. And that's a decent mechanic. It effectively expands your inventory up to 44 items. Although, you can only access 32 of them by talking to this guy. In any shop in the overworld, you can pick up items and you can check points. I should only have one, right? Fancy. So if you flip into 3D in shops, sometimes you can find items to rob, which is all kinds of fun. Let's see. If I go into one of these houses, has like an important guy to talk to. You are not that important guy. I'm trying to, like, I have a weirdly good recollection of some parts of this game and none at all of others. So you're gonna hear me saying things like, I'm half sure a lot in this game, I think. Anyway, thousands of years ago, a super advanced civilization lived in the area. Everyone lost a good super advanced civilization. We call them the Tribe of the Ancients. I guess they built this town too. The mayor says there are secret tunnels and rooms in this town that they built. Look around real close to you. You'll never know when there's a secret around the corner. Okay. So if you flip into 3D, there's no items or anything you can take, but you can see that the plates and mugs on the table are actually fully 3D modeled, which is quite cool. And there's a vase which only exists in 3D. Amazing. Let's get out of here. So before I do any serious exploring in town, I do want to talk to the mayor guy. This looks suspiciously like a bathroom. I'm sure there's nothing important in it. And let's see, is the mayor guy? There's a catch card up there. I will pick that up after I talk to you, sir. Who is it? I'm the elder around here, so watch it. What do you want? Get off my rug. Actually, we were hoping to pass through town. Nothing but desert paths here. There's treasure, but you'll get grit in your gunders. That's what this here is for. The old town keeps the treasure safe from you. Watch it. Can't let you pass. See this little guy in my pocket? He's got something to tell you. Know what he says? Watch it. So give it up. Was it? You the hero? Dumplings. If you were, you'd have a pixel that's shaped like a hand. I'm gonna believe you if you're the hero if you have one, but you don't. See this beard here? It's got something to tell you. You know what it says? Watch it. Oh, so much fun reading the voices in this game. Alright, so you're gonna be a stick in the mud about this whole thing. And now that I've done that, I think now is as good a time as any to start looking for secret tunnels. There is a talk of renaming Yule Town to Heroesburg. It's all because of this legend that heroes will visit this town after saving the world. The heroes are coming here. Can you believe it? We should put up a sign. Alright. Sounds like you're just got a bit of an overactive imagination, if you ask me. Anyway, let's see. If I were to climb up on these roofs, I thought there were more things that you could do up here, but I guess not. Anyway, this here is a boombox or cat card. Boomboxes are enemies which I don't think we've seen yet. But I'm sure we will in due time. And if I flip into 3D, you can go down this pipe. And remember what that NPC remember what that NPC said about if you see coins, flip to make them multiply? We're going from 16 coins to 48 right here. Okay, fine. You know, I really don't care about losing 1 HP. I will risk taking a hit. Like that. Because this game is not so difficult that I really need every single one of those hit points. Alright. That's cool. We got 48 coins. Now, if we go into that house that I said looks suspiciously like a toilet stall or something like that. Flip into 3D. This is actually not a toilet stall. I'm not 100% sure what these are supposed to be, but can't go down this pipe. And we can see a bunch of thwomps that are pounding down awfully fast. I don't believe it's actually possible to get through them like this, but Mario being Mario, we can just go behind them. And we can hit this door. And now, doesn't look suspicious at all. Let's go through this door. Okay. Let's see. Ah, that's friendly. I love booby traps, especially when I'm the one who's getting stuck in them. See, if I talk to this chest... Sweet freedom! Wait a moment. If I had been set free, the legendary hero must have done it. I expressed concern when the ancients stuffed me in that chest 1,500 years ago. But it seems my fears were quite unfounded. The hero has finally arrived. Are you a pixel? Why, yes, I am indeed a pixel. My name is Thoreau. You're a pixel as well, but you don't look familiar. Are you a newer model? No matter, details do bore me. What is important is the fact that I have waited ages to lend my skill to the hero. And glorious day, here you are. Do take me with you, you simply must. You will, then, right? Smashing. So, we have the legendary Pixel Thoreau joining our party. Or the throwing pixel if the game were to lay the pun on a little bit unsubtly. With me at your side, one may grasp objects with great vigor. Simply press 1 to use my throwing ability. What's this 1 you say? You need not worry, the great being that watches us will know what it is. Just remember that I can grasp objects and enemies and hurl them with gusto. Grab something with 1 and press 1 again to throw it. Why not take a moment to get acquainted with my useful talent? You'll need to use my ability to get out of this room. Ready, set, go! Alright, no offense, Thoreau, but I think we could have figured that out on our own. So we can pick up Thoreau, grab blocks, and just bonk that little button on the ceiling. And that is gonna make the door available for access. Glorious day! Consider me fully at your disposal. Now, to adventure and beyond. Wonderful. Right, nothing else in here, nothing else in here. So we can get out of here. We can go and flip to get behind the wonderful wall of thwomps in the other room. And that should allow us to escape this pretty easily. I don't believe these guys can actually damage you in 3D, like, at all, even if you walk through them. That's kind of nice. I'm surprised they don't, honestly. Anyway, Thoreau being the pixel that looks like a hand. And that right there actually fascinates me. Let me get a closer look at that. Let me get a closer look at what that's doing. So, if I were to just jump behind this wall of stalls, and I'm gonna call them that even though I have no idea what they're actually supposed to be. They look like toilet stalls. Very bad ones, admittedly, because you could just, like, look through the slits in them, but that's what they look like. When I walk out here, this fascinates me. I feel like if you walk far enough out, there is like an invisible collision zone and an invisible collision volume that like automatically places you in the more forward depth. But I don't know, these tricks in game dev. That's one of the more silent ones that that the game designers would pull off to make the gameplay experience smoother. All right, let's move on. Sir, if you had that pixel, I might believe that you're the hero. Was it? You do? Of course you do. You're the hero. Knew it all along. Watch it. I'll give you that green fella recall to let you cross that bridge. Hello, green. It's me. Watch it. I said watch it. Watch it. Watch it. I said watch it, not botch it. This hero fella wants to get across the bridge. Yes, I told him about the grid. Ah, yes. Let's keep that between us. Let's just let the mustache guy through. Just get up my rug and go talk to Green at the edge of town. Watch it. Looks like I can finally retire because my job here is done. When you're in that desert, keep a watchful eye out for some ruins. Treasure is there. Nasty beast too, so watch it. Alright, so we're gonna get off his rug. Keep the old guy happy. And at the edge of town, we can go through this other pipe. And we can go to this other section in the background. Is there anything if I were to go, like, this way? There is not. That's a wall. Okay. Just checking. Once in a while, again, there is something hidden back there. And I did not hit up on the D-pad. We can go through this, door into this greenhouse. Sir! Got a call from Old Man Watch It. So you're that hero guy then, huh? Right on, I'll put the bridge across for you straight away. Alright, a little bit more elaborate than the first one. There you go. Mind if I ask you a question? You know it's coming. Red or green, what's better? So, as it happens, it doesn't matter what you answer, because if you select green, he will notice that you are wearing red, and accuse you of lying. If you select red or both, you know what's gonna happen from the other guy. Hey, you're wearing red, I'm onto your lie, little buddy. And we're gonna get booted out through the window anyway. I guess there's a chimney. That's where our sprite originated. Alright, hooray, that's cool. So with that, we can cross the bridge, we can find the completion star. And nothing behind the edge here. Alright, let's call it a level. End of chapter! My name is Dragonite, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.